Yo, should we swap them or what?
How have the mighty fallen? You know, the third world country comparison is just never ending on Twitter. Every single worst thing in America is quickly compared to a third world country, as if third world countries are just that terrible. And as someone from a third world country myself, you know, born, bred, and currently a resident of the largest black nation on earth, I'm here to tell you that not everything they talk about is as horrific as what we have here. It is not. First, in Nigeria, if an election is going to get rigged, which is often the case, we don't waste time on it, okay? As long as I can remember, Nigeria has never used 10 days to count an election result. So, Americans, what happened in Maricopa County is peculiar to Maricopa County. It is not as bad as what is obtainable in a third world country. That is a senseless, annoying comparison. No, that's worse than a third world country. Our corrupt election officials are more efficient. Yes, okay? No need for the suspense. We don't rig elections like we are making an Indian TV drama series. We don't do that. Second, we often see videos of San Francisco with all the homeless drug addicts parading the street like mindless zombies. And quickly everyone is like, that's just like what is obtainable in a third world country. Dude, will you keep quiet? Matt Walsh, you've been to Africa. Did you see any zombie-like addicts parading the street when you were filming What is a Woman in Kenya? Of course, there were the flies all over the place, but junkies were never in the picture. And I'm sure you did not see one. I mean, in all my life, I've never seen anything like that. Never. And I dare anyone who have been to Africa to tell me if they have seen anything like that. I mean, this is such an eyesore, even by African standards. Maybe in South Africa, I don't know, maybe you find something like that. I highly doubt it. But in Nigeria, addicts staggering across the streets in such numbers is such a strange sight. So that isn't a third world country. That is worse, way worse than a third world country. And recently, I saw this clip on Twitter that was just strange. As it was strange. I was confused as to how this could happen, and nobody would do anything about it. And I want you to watch it.
You gotta back up, man. Let him go. Yo, you gotta back up, man. Yo, should we stop him or what? Let him go.
I mean, the audacity of these thieves. And I was waiting for Americans. I really was waiting for Americans to start the third world country comparison. No, I was ready for these guys. I was ready for them to start displaying their ignorance. And I swear I was like, let somebody just talk nonsense on this Elon Musk Twitter and I will give them the peace of my mind. Let me exercise my freedom of speech on these sons of... Anyway, fortunately they didn't. Or maybe they did and I'm yet to see it. Or maybe they are yet to. And I'm just thankful that I'm yet to see such a thing. But honestly, that stuff is annoying as hell. It is. I won't lie to you. It is so freaking annoying, if not pretty offensive. And it always comes from people who definitely have never experienced it in any other part of the world beyond America or the West. I'm like, can you guys just stop? Like, is the comparison even necessary? Make no mistake, sometimes African countries are that bad. I'm not saying we don't fit the description most times, but the people who those tweeting figures belong to don't know that for a fact. And it hasn't stopped them from, speculating and sometimes making false comparisons. But guys, how come a bunch of criminals walk into a phone store and just snatch the phones on display and nothing happens to them? Like, these people are unarmed. Somebody with a baseball bat could just, easily hit each of them on the head and nobody even thought to do something like that. Nothing. Everyone just watched or filmed this like it's nothing. You just filmed this happen in an Apple store like it was just a theater performance. I mean, Nigerian criminals wouldn't even dare to do such a thing. Somebody would take them to meet their maker without giving it much thought, and it wouldn't even involve the police. Like, where was the store security? Couldn't Apple afford one? And how can such a thing happen? And these guys are not afraid of being confronted or attacked. You're just going to walk into a store, grab stuff, and nobody will do anything to stop you, and you just walk right out of the store. I mean, that's a wonderful place to be a thief. I mean, being a thief has never been this easy. All you need is a face mask, a crew, and some good old audacity. But I also want to know, Americans, I really am curious. How do businesses survive under this condition? Like, how can Apple still afford to operate in a place like this? And some people are like, well, they can still track the phone and, track down these criminals. It's pointless for them to, what they did is dumb. There's no point in them stealing those phones because those phones will be tracked and Apple can locate it if they want to. And if they have law enforcement agencies behind them. But if law enforcement could not stop these people from doing this, you think they will go through the extra stress of tracking them down and retrieving those phones? Do you think that is in the books for this, in the card for these people? You think it's an option? You think they're going to, even if it's an option, you think they're going to choose it? And is that what you guys mean by, land of the free and home of the brave? Because that's next level freedom and bravery right there. You guys have really outdone yourselves. Congratulations. But seriously, what's going on, Americans? What's going on? America used to be known as a place of law and order. It used to strike me as a place where people have to behave themselves because there was zero tolerance for crime, right? And those crime shows, remember those crime shows that give you the impression that if you commit a crime in America, you just can't get away with it. Not with those super intelligent and super effective TV detectives. They will use every possible and impossible means to hunt you down. And the judge will just send you straight to prison. But those shows are like Star Wars compared to the reality in those viral crime videos. I mean, now what I see is a fertile ground for criminals. It gives the phrase crime infested a whole new meaning. This is beyond crime infested. This is crime saturated, guys. And the fact that this isn't obtainable in every part of America is not lost on me, okay? I'm not like those people who make blanket third world country comparison. I'm not like those people. I know some cities in America are safe and secured. But I used to think that perhaps this is only obtainable in rundown sections of the city. But this place doesn't look like a rundown section of the city. This is happening in broad daylight and people are just capturing it on their iPhones. And this is somewhere in San Francisco, I guess, home of Silicon Valley. I mean, how have the mighty fallen? See, if you are watching this video and you're from one of these cities where this level of crime is happening freely and you feel ashamed of your city, well, mission accomplished. Yes. That's why I'm making this video. The hope is that when you finish watching this, you feel ashamed of your city so you can do something about it. Maybe talk to your politicians or maybe stop voting. Scumbags who would allow this nonsense to continue. I mean, it is really such a shame to fall from grace like this and become a laughing stock to a country or a continent that your former president once referred to as a shithole. I mean, that is really shameful. Here in Nigeria, we know that our votes don't always count. Even when the vast majority wants a leader out of office, it doesn't always happen. We do our best to resist, but most times to no avail, right? But at least we know how to take laws into our hands in severe cases like this. Come on. When our government fails us, we don't fail ourselves. Just try something this dumb, and by God, there will be hell to pay. But Americans, always protecting and enjoying democracy, willing to shut down Twitter for the sake of good old democracy, yet living in such a crime-infested community. I mean, what is your excuse? You see, that is why you can't compare this to this nonsense. You can't compare it to what is happening in third world countries. If we have the advantages of democracy that you guys enjoy and take for granted, we won't vote for this. We won't. But Americans, suffering under this hideous reality, will still vote and defend politicians constantly destroying the very city where they live and raise their kids. And that's what makes this way worse than what is obtainable in a third world country. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell. Also, I want to know in the comment section, what do you think about the viral videos that keep spreading on social media of people committing crime in broad daylight with audacity in America? I mean, what do you think about this? Is this okay? What is being done? Is it the fault of the politicians, or maybe there's something I don't know? I don't live in America, so you can educate me. And I'm looking forward to reading your comments. And until the next video, peace.